Somewhere in your phone, there's a pension app, or a savings plan, or a retirement fund you barely think about. Congratulations. Through it, you probably own a slice of Apple, and Exxon, and your landlord's bank. And so does everyone you know, all through the same enormous, invisible hand. Today, the company holding it. It manages more than $10 trillion. It is the largest shareholder in roughly 9 out of 10 of America's biggest companies. It owns a piece of your bank, your airline, your grocery chain, quite possibly your employer. And most people have never even heard its name. This is magnitude. The name is BlackRock, founded 1988. Not a bank, not a hedge fund, an asset manager, a company paid to hold other people's money. Today it holds more than $10 trillion of it. Add its two quieter siblings, Vanguard and State Street, and the so-called Big Three sit on roughly $25 trillion, more than the yearly output of every country on Earth, except America itself. How did anyone get that big? By giving up. They stopped trying to pick winning stocks. Instead, they built index funds, buy everything, automatically, for a fee close to zero. Don't beat the market. Just be the market and quell it. And the boring robot kept winning. Last year, 79% of professional stock pickers lost to the plain, no genius index. The pickers still exist, of course. They just charge you more, on average, to do worse. So the world's savings walked out of the casino and lined up at the vending machine. Passive funds now hold more of America's stock market than the stock pickers do. MAG has simply bought one of everything. It seemed efficient. Follow your $100. You put it into a retirement fund. The fund buys an index, a tiny slice of 500 companies at once. Now multiply by 100 million savers doing exactly the same thing, and the middleman holding all those slices becomes the largest shareholder in almost everything, everywhere at the same time. Not by winning. The Big Three are now the biggest owner in about 96% of the 500 largest American companies. Coke and Pepsi, same top shareholder. Every airline on the departures board, same top shareholder. Your phones maker, your streaming service, the company that delivers your groceries, same three names in the top row of every register. Both sides of every rivalry in the economy. One polite hand. And it gets stranger. BlackRock built a machine called Aladdin, a risk platform that watches the portfolios of 1,000 other institutions. Rival funds, pensions, insurers, even governments. Total money under its eye, more than $20 trillion. One computer system, quietly monitoring a meaningful slice of everything humanity owns. So, one in Amphit, de umbriefs this fires bully compute. So, one firm, top shareholder of nearly everything, running the software the rest of finance uses to think. That should be the scariest sentence this channel has ever said. Except for one detail that flips the whole picture. BlackRock owns almost nothing. The 10+ trillion, not theirs. It's yours. Pensions, retirement plans, savings apps. Legally, an index fund is just a bucket, and the manager only carries the bucket. Their actual business is a tiny management fee, pennies on every $100, multiplied by a planet. The most powerful owner on earth is a custodian of other people's money. You own the stuff. They hold the handle. Here's the actual twist. The votes. When you own shares through a fund, it's the fund that votes at the shareholder meeting, not you. Multiply that across the whole market, and three companies quietly cast a decisive share of the votes that pick the boards of corporate America. Owning nothing, voting nearly everything. Economists call it the rise of the universal owner. For the first time in history, the same shareholder sits on every side of every table, your money, concentrated into three polite hands that answer in theory to everyone, and in practice, to nobody in particular. What does that do to competition? Honestly, nobody fully knows. It has simply never existed before. MAG has attended every annual general meeting on Earth this year. All of them. Same seat, same stamp. Is it a conspiracy? No. And that's the unsettling part. Nobody planned this. There was no secret meeting, no smoky room. 100 million people just picked the cheap, sensible option, one paycheck at a time, autopilot, compounding, for 40 years. The biggest structures are never built by villains. They're built by defaults. Zoom out with me. Your $100 into the fund. The fund into 500 companies. The big three into a seat at every table. Now follow the arrow all the way around. The biggest owner of the companies is a fund, and the fund's owners are the workers of those same companies. The loop closes. Everyone owns everything, through nobody in particular. Money is trust. Ownership is permission. Debt is a promise. And the invisible hand of the market finally has a name, an address, and a login screen. The strangest part isn't that one hand holds so much. It's whose money the hand is holding. Yours. It was always yours. So, who owns a piece of everything? You do. Through three companies most people can't name, holding roughly $25 trillion of everyone's savings, voting nearly everything, planned by absolutely no one. Concentration without a conspiracy. Which leaves the oldest question this channel hasn't answered yet. If this is what wealth looks like now, spread thin, held by all, voted by few, then who was the richest single human being who ever lived? It's not Musk. It's not Rockefeller. The real answer is 700 years old. And when he went on vacation, he broke entire economies. Next time, the richest person in history is not who you think. The richest person in history. That's next time.